Okay, so I know my tanks are empty, and yet full. That one's empty, and that one's 2/3 full. I know they're empty. Okay, so as the indicator says, there's something in our tanks. My guess is the sensors. If you are an RVer, you know the drama or the little dance that you do with your sensors. I've been on the YouTube and I got on the Google, and I mean, we've played this game over and over again, but I wanted to see what YouTubers, RVers say is the best way to clean their tank. So we're going to try two different methods, and we're going to do one in the bathroom and one in the galley because they're on two different gray tanks, and we're going to see which one works best. Now, we are at home. I'm dumping into my drain out that's attached to the house, so nobody's going to be harmed in this process. Besides, even if we did dump, it's clean water, and it's going to be ultra clean water using the methods that we're using. So here's the methods. Okay, these are what we're using. We're going to use distilled white vinegar, and we're going to use Dawn and baking powder. So the vinegar and the baking powder are going to go in the sink. The Dawn and the vinegar are going to go in the bathroom. So I'm going to use half of this, and I'm going to use about 3.5 ounces of Dawn. So the video that I saw used one of these little Dawns, and they used half. So that's 7 ounces. Yeah, that's 7 ounces. So they used about 3.5 ounces of Dawn. So I'm going to guesstimate about 3.5 ounces of Dawn and vinegar, and baking powder. So let's see how that works. Oh, and by the way, I'm hooked up to my house water. I'm going to get the hot water going, and that way I can top the tanks off with super hot water and see how that works. Okay, so we're going to start in the bathroom because my gut is telling me that it's the kitchen galley sensor that's reading full. This one's reading empty. If I start adding to this, then I'll know if I see those sensors going up. So I switched over to propane heat because I'm plugged into the house, and I blew a fuse. So we're going to start by adding I'm going to add this entire thing of soap down the sink, and then I'm going to do a half of a gallon of the white vinegar, distilled vinegar. Okay. And then we're going to fill the tank all the way up with warm water. Okay, so that's 3.5 ounces of Dawn dish soap. It doesn't have to be platinum. That's just what we use. And the idea here is that this, fights grease as it is. So if there's any, whatever body oils or whatever that's down in our sink, the idea is that that'll take care of it. All right, let's get to the vinegar. And we'll go a half a gallon. Wash some of that soap down there. All right, and now we're going to fill the tank with water. Fill it all the way up. Okay, so we got movement now. So we know that that is the bathroom. Gray 1 is bathroom. Gray 2 is the kitchen, which is exactly what I thought, but now I've confirmed it. Okay, that's good to know. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do now is take some Arm & Hammer baking powder, and we're gonna take that box, go down the sink with it, and we're gonna pour the rest of the vinegar and then we're gonna fill this tank. Now the hard part of this one is we know that this indicator doesn't work. So I have to monitor this one closely, because even though I know the tank is empty, I'm gonna have to monitor this so that we don't end up doing any damage to the tank or, you know, overflowing. So we're going to go ahead and let that fill. All right, so as we let those tanks fill up, I'm going to let it set for 24 hours. I'm going to come back out tomorrow and I will flush the tanks and see where we're at. It's recommended that you do this on like a moving day, because then you can let things slosh around. I don't like driving too much with full tanks, just because I've seen some damage on some full tanks, and I know that they're designed for that, but it weirds me out a little bit. And B, I've got the facility right here. I just want to see if I'm getting any movement there to get these tanks down. And then we'll address the black tank. I think we're going to address the black tank on our next outing, because we'll have full hookups, and I'll do a black tank flush out there and just see what's going on. All right, well, we'll check in about 24 hours. Okay, so it's the next day. I just dumped the tanks. You didn't need to see that. Basically, using my little clear window angle, a lot of foam came out, as you can imagine, from all that baking powder, baking soda, whatever that baking stuff was. So anyway, we're just checking the panel here, and we'll see what the results were. And that's just from letting it sit in the tank. I can imagine, you know, if we were driving down the road, and I think we'll do it again and put a little bit more, a little bit in the tank, enough to slosh around and see what happens. Yeah. On the way to the campsite on later on this month, and we'll report back on that. But anyway, let me put him down. We'll look at these tank sensors. Okay, so again, we didn't do anything with the black, so it's reading full. I'm going to do a black tank flush when we get out. And then we got gray 1 and 2. There we go, that's empty. And that's empty. So it worked. But like I said, I think I'll do it again, let it slosh around a little bit. The baking soda really seemed to get in there and do some fizzy magic. So anyway, pretty happy with that. The vinegar, not only are my tanks clean now, but my hoses are nice and clean. All that vinegar ran through there. with that foaming action, and everything got clean. Little guy is looking out the window here. He's having a ball. He likes it out here in the happy place, and I'm happy about that. All right, well, hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found value in this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. We certainly appreciate it. Leave a comment on how you clean your tanks, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.